Hey friends, great to see you again and welcome back to episode 2 of the Eurovision 30-Day Challenge with Jordan and Shane.
Welcome back to this mini-series of 30-Day Challenge with me and Jordan. So hopefully you checked out episode 1. If not, it is linked above. So today we're going to be covering days 11 to 20, so enjoy. I need to start with this one. Best female vocal. Shane, what do you have? Okay, best female vocal. Okay, so I've got... Okay. Right. Okay, I'm gonna base this on the preview shows, right?
Okay.
And there's I'm gonna cop out. I couldn't pick between two people, so I'm gonna say two people. First one being Armenia. I just think I can't fault her in her live performances.
Sure.
Genuinely. And I'm gonna give a bit of credit to a song which people have rightfully said, what's your issue with this song? And I'm glad people have said that to me, because I've now been like, what is my issue with that song? I'm gonna say Andrea from North Macedonia. Like, I've been watching like the live performances she's done.
Yeah.
Vocally strong. Like, we do not have, in to the best of my knowledge, a female vocal powerhouse this year. Unless you're going to say one, I'm like, oh, sugar, yeah. We don't have a Celine. We don't have any of those. In fact, I was at a bar in Gran Canaria yesterday, and you forget, like, do you remember Zlata from Ukraine, 2013? We don't have any of those this year, female-wise. Right. Males, we've got abundance of male vocal singers. Too many, but not female. Too many? That's not even English, Shane. Too many. But, like, if I'm thinking about female vocals, now hearing them live consistently, Rosalind, Andrea from North Macedonia, both, every time I've heard them, can't fault them. You go.
Okay. I'll agree with North Macedonia, absolutely. Like, big fan of her. I've always liked this song. She wasn't my choice, but she was definitely in with the ones I was thinking about. But I have to say, in terms of consistency, and in terms of standing out vocally during the pre-shows, I'll say Emma from Malta.
Yes, that was the other person that I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean, it elevates this song so much within the realm of, what this song can do. Obviously, it has its limits. It's a, right. The song, it has its limits in terms of, it's this kind of pre-formulated sounding happy song. Like, that's fine. I like that kind of a thing, but this vocal elevated it to, I think, probably, the peak of what the song can be able to do vocally. And so she's been super consistent with the vocal, especially when a lot of people have had a lot of troubles at the pre-shows. Like, she's been pretty solid the whole time. And so I've been nothing but impressed with her performance and her live vocal. And so I definitely think she's one of the best female vocalists that we have this year, and certainly one of the most consistent.
So is Emma your number one? Best female vocal?
I'm going to go with yes. Yes. With
I'm
others
happy with
in
that.
Contention.
Right.
I've noticed you've been showing your knees a lot more in your videos. Getting a little risque, aren't we? I did say that. I said, I've seen Shane's knees a lot more recently.
A bit of blue for the... We are editing this out.
People like it. No. Okay, fine enough. But, like, they appreciate it.
Wow. It's not a conscious choice. It's more of a kind of like a chilled, relaxed vibe. It's more of a chilled, relaxed vibe. Day 12. A country that surprised you. Jordan.
For me, this was pretty solidly Austria. I talked about this in episode 1 of Eurovision Tea, but like Austria has been like behind the ball for the past few years, in my opinion. And so to all of a sudden get this really contemporary kind of clubby dance song. Like, I'm very happy, and I was shocked. I didn't think this is what we would get. I did like, what Austria was doing back in 2019, Panda. That was good. But this is
Do you like Panda?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I didn't love it live, but since 2019 ended, and this is usually the way shit goes for me, but like once the year ends, I usually appreciate all of the songs a hell of a lot more because you can kind of relive the emotions of that year's contest by listening to the songs again. So even though I didn't love it live, like now that I listen to it, it takes me right back to like watching, the 2019 show in New York. Like it just gets you back into that headspace. So yeah, I really did like 2019. But yeah, so Austria was a huge surprise for me just because I didn't expect this to come from them after what they've done the past couple of years.
It's fair. I was hoping Austria would come back with a bang because obviously they've been slightly sleeping for a while, although despite the fact they delivered Panda.
Look, this is not going to be a Panda bashing session.
In all seriousness, my biggest surprise, and I was thinking about this for quite a long time actually, and I think it's because for me it's Serbia, Constructor. I got on that plane to Serbia. Constructor was I wasn't sleeping on Constructor at all. I think it was like my 4th or 5th favourite. My YouTube channel can testify to it. I ranked them all. And I arrived in that country. Oh no, Shane, you arrived after the country after the semi-final and there was starting to be a ripple effect. At the end of the day, nonetheless, I remember going into the live final or whatever, and it was Sarajevo, Sarajevo, that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? Yeah. Sarajevo. It was hers to lose, as far as I was aware. And there was Zoya, perfect. But I remember halfway through speaking to I have to be very careful what I say because I want to be invited next year. Certain people who allowed me to be there, I looked at them being like, who do you think's going to win, or who do you want to win? And they were like, Constructor. And like so I was in the press room and every song was being performed, and don't get me wrong, Sarajevo, everyone was crazy, but when Constructor came on, I looked around the room, I was like, I think this is going to win. And literally no one saw it coming outside of Serbia, And so obviously when it wins, there's this ripple effect that then comes out being like, it's that kind of Eurovision fan thing being like, oh, another country picked a rubbish song, I'm so annoyed. And I was like, oh no, this is actually quite a good song. And when I was in Madrid watching, she unfortunately, I think she had COVID. I couldn't work out why she wasn't there, but she was in bed or whatever. And the whole audience, I think Sarajevo would have been amazing on the preview shows or whatever. But for me, this is a really long-winded answer, I'm so sorry. The biggest surprise, Constructor, because after all the initial listens, I did not think Serbia would pick it.
Right. Okay. I see it with the justification. After you explained it, I understand.
Well, at length.
Right. How could you not understand that?
Okay. I hope you start with this one. Day 13, a country that disappointed you.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, and it's sad to see because I really loved what they send. I love what they send most years. But unfortunately, it's Azerbaijan. Not a big fan of Fade to Black. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. It just doesn't stand out. There are like 3 men's songs that it takes me like 30 seconds to figure out which one is playing when it comes on if I'm not like looking at it. And this is one of them. I cannot for the life of me like decipher this from like, well, I won't say the other ones. I'm not going to dig myself into an unnecessary hole. But it just doesn't.
You've already dug a pretty big one.
Oh well. Oh freaking well. Look, I loved Mata Hari last year. Like that was a great song. I like that more than Cleopatra, actually. And I love what they send most years. And so, look, I get to have an off year. I even loved, remember I Sell back in 2018? I love Cross My Heart.
My heart.
Tear down the beat. Oh my God. That's such a good song. So,
could I put a pin on my most favourite non-qualifier?
Sure. But yeah, so this year it would be Azerbaijan for me. Your turn.
Oh gosh. Right, on a serious note, can I just say, number one, Jordan, like, this kind of Eurovision YouTube world, there's a lot of kind of people, it's just full of reaction videos, right?
Right.
And as a result of that, like, I've fallen victim to that. Like, I really loved Greece's song, and then obviously when I did my top 40, that all came back in my face.
That's right.
But yeah. But no, yeah. But can I just say, like, thank you so much for being so candid, because on a serious note, I'm similar to you. Like, I like what Azerbaijan brings. Like, I loved, like, Matahari. It's like one of my most played songs on Spotify.
Totally.
Like, these things aren't personal.
Right.
At the end of the day, they're not personal.
Exactly.
I just don't think this song is very good. And it was a toss-up between the one that you've just said, but I was probably a bit too scared to say it, but you've said it, and hence why I want to say congratulations, thank you very much for being candid. I copped out with I went Bulgaria.
Okay, listen, I'm not gonna fault you. You've been through a lot this season.
I went Bulgaria.
Take that one.
Yeah, but I just want to kind of, like, just sympathise with what you just said with Azerbaijan. Sure. Like, it's just the fact that we had to wait so long for it. And moreover, the fact that the guy is evidently so bloody talented. Like, in Madrid, he sang without an earpiece. Like, the dude can sing.
Right.
And,
absolutely.
Like, and Azerbaijan has the money. They could have gone anywhere. Like, why that song?
Right.
I think I've been a bit nervous to be like, it's rubbish. I'm not going to say it's rubbish. It's not.
Well, exactly.
When it gets into that vinyl bridge, it's quite pleasant to listen to, but like by the time I get there, I'm done. Yeah. And I do put Azerbaijan in regards to, like, the songs that I'm looking forward to every year. And I remember on first listen being like, this is unbelievably disappointing.
Yeah. And it sucks to say, but the reason we're saying that is because we want to stand country songs. Like, we want every country to send, the best song that it can. And we want to love all of them. So, when a country maybe falls short, then, you have to recognize that and hope for better next year, or hope that they can at least do something interesting with it on stage this year, even if the song itself is not stand out.
But two things. Number one, Azerbaijan, you had foresight. Like, you knew what semi-final you were in. You knew it was full of male powerhouse, like, ballads. So you knew what the kind of criteria was. You have an advantage if you release it right near the end. But number two, never rule out Azerbaijan, because I slept on Chingiz. I thought that song was rubbish. Not rubbish, but I was sleeping on it, and then I saw it live, and I was like, oh yeah, it's actually quite good.
Yeah, but that song, I don't know. Even the song itself had more to it than this. Like, this is just really super, I'll call it super standard. Like, it's just super standard. Chingiz's song, even if you didn't like the song, like, it was something different. Like, it stood out. It had some of the characteristically Azeri instrumentation. Like, there was something in it more than just, like, a standard male ballad. Yeah.
That's true.
But maybe he can do something vocally that departs from the studio track. I don't know. We'll see.
I think, like, if that song's going to qualify, it'll be based on his vocals. But I mean, again, I think Christian's song is better and his vocals is better. I think Sheldon's... see, I've not got the musical talent to be like, whose vocals is better, but I think Sheldon and Poland have a better song. I think they do. That's my opinion. Okay, so I said Bulgaria because it was an easy choice. It was low hanging fruit, but I think because Bulgaria's become it's become a powerhouse, and they were the first to release. If you're going to be the first to release your song, like, get us excited, right?
Right. Yeah, it was a strange start to the season. Mm-hmm.
Very strange start to the season. Right. Okay. Number 14. Fave band or duo?
Is this me? Or you?
Oh, you started last time. No, I'll go. I've got two people here, so come on, Shane. Okay, I'm gonna go Italy.
Okay.
So I obviously live in Italy, and oh man, San Remo goes on super freaking late.
Mm-hmm.
Goes on to like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I was watching it with my friends, and then I walked home, and it was like still 2:30 in the morning, and still the results hadn't come through. I just want to say, Mahmood and Blanco. Like, I know the song is an LGBTQ moment, even though Mahmood identifies with that community. But living in Italy, and trust me, despite the fact that it's a Western country, it's not Western when it comes to LGBTQI plus things. And obviously after Maneskin, like, it's that continuation. It means a lot. Yeah. Like, for me, being in that country, it means a lot. And in all seriousness, that song, that was going to be my kind of nomination for overrated, because that first 30 seconds, like, when that first 30 seconds comes on, I'm like doing stuff, but when it gets into that chorus, I'm like, oh yeah, it's quite good. But then when I watch it live, their chemistry together wins, and I do think they could do the double because of them and their chemistry. So for me, Italy, Jordan.
That was a really thoughtful answer. I appreciated that response very much. Mine is a little more silly.
Okay.
It's Subwoofer.
Okay. No, not at all.
Who freaking knew going into this season that I would fall in love with 2 Space Wolves? Like, literally, I would go on a date with them. Like, I don't know. It's just...
Which one? Keith or... What's the second one?
Jim.
Keith or Jim? Both of them? Or...
I don't know. I can't choose. Maybe both. But like I mentioned, episode 1 of Eurovision Tea, it's just the world that they've created with these characters, and the fact that they so thoroughly embody the story that they're telling, and they never break. And even when, oh my God, when his glasses flew off during the performance and he still kept going with the little, I don't know, you know, even that didn't make him break character, you know, like, it's just so infectious, the fun that they have, and just exploring the world as if it's from their eyes. And I don't know, I love them. I love what they're doing. And so Subwoofer will be my favorite duo band.
Well, I'm going to throw back the compliments. I love the justification there. That was very, very, very well thought out.
Yeah, thank you. I think we're doing pretty good.
Right, well, the next one, I've got a... I think I know what my answer's going to be. I've got a gap, though. Number 15, song that makes you dance. Now, you go first.
Okay, it's pretty easy. I'll say it's Albania again. Like, every time this comes on, it just moves through my body, and I just, I just want to get down. So yeah, Albania, easily, song makes me dance. Of course, like Spain too, obviously, that was another contender for me. And then there are a couple of others that make a little bit less sense perhaps, but they didn't win, so you'll never know.
So yeah, Spain is an obvious choice for me because obviously it's my favourite, and Norway, to be honest, when it comes on, I do want to...
That gets you going?
It does get me going, yeah. It gives me a jig.
Yeah.
But
I like that.
Thank you very much. The last 2 days, I'm going to be honest with you, like, I'm a little bit obsessed with I love me, Romania.
Oh.
I just can't sing. What
was that? No, I'm just joking.
I'm a little bit obsessed with it. I'm not gonna lie. And when it comes on, I just get into my DNA. Yeah, just grooving. But also, I'm not a dancer like you are, Jordan. So,
I'm not a dancer either.
But is that true though? Because I've seen your kind of your videos, and
I'm a viber, I'm a mover, but I wouldn't say a dancer.
Well, hold on a minute, because it was the Vladina video where I saw there was a leg.
Okay, but a high leg does not a dancer make.
But it was higher than I could do my leg.
Well, that's the ballet, I think. But that's still, that you can't make a dance career out of a high leg. Okay.
Okay. Well, for me at the moment, Romania, I'm a bit obsessed.
Look, I'm with you. I love that he loves a wide leg pant too. Oh, I'm a stan of those pants. That's right. Oh, guilty pleasure. There we go.
Yeah. Who's going first? I've forgotten now. Who's going first? I'm going to go with you.
It's you.
Oh, is it me?
It's you.
Okay, so number 16, guilty pleasure. So, yeah, I guess it's my turn. Based on Eurofan reactions and based on my reaction, the one that I'm just like, I love, but a little bit too, like, it's Malta. Like, I'm a little bit obsessed. Like, I know. Like, because, like, don't get me wrong, not Out of Sight. That song was rubbish.
Right.
But, like, this song, literally,
sure.
I think it was like number 14 when I did my top 40. It's probably a little bit higher now. And that was a song where a lot of people, when they wanted to come for me, being like, but you put Malta here. And I was like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And my taste is awful. I get that. I did say that at the beginning. I am the guy that does love Electro Velvet, so deal with it.
Oh, sure. Good for you.
But, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Yeah, so my guilty pleasure, knowing that people do not love the song and knowing that I love it, is Malta. Jordan, yours?
My guilty pleasure, and looking at this, I actually don't think it's really a guilty pleasure. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Is Georgia. Lock me in. I really like this. Something about it. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I could not tell you why I like this.
I would. But the only reason why I would question whether that's a guilty pleasure, if you said to someone, "I like Georgia," no one would question you.
See, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So then I was rethinking it a bit, but I don't have another answer right now. So this is gonna be the one for me right now. Lock me in. I don't know. Just really love it. This is one that does make me dance too.
I do sleep on it a little bit, but when it does come on, I do think, oh no, it's actually not that bad.
It's very good actually.
This is an interesting one. Number 17, your favorite winner of all time.
Well, okay, so obviously, like, Euphoria is there, but, like, let's do something different. So I went with the following winner. Emily DeForest, Only Teardrops. I freaking love that song. I love that live performance. I love the whole feet off, flowy dress, drummer. And you remember that little cute moment in the live performance where he was doing the little flute? And then he was like...
The really handsome guy?
Yeah, and then he did that little smile. Like, Like, I don't know, just everything about the song. Like, I could listen to this song on repeat for like 24 hours. I love this song.
Okay. Do you know what mine is?
Can I have a hint?
It's the same as yours.
Oh! Okay.
Emily DeForest. Like, it's been, I think I did the 30-day challenge last year. And that was my answer then, and it's not changed now. Like, it at the end of the day, this category is based on the song that I listen to now, the one that's aged the best, right? And I will say, not like I'm trying to be on a Denmark train, but I do kind of like Fly on the wings of love. That kind of was going to be my answer, but like, no, the one song that I listen to and the one that has aged the most is Emily DeForest. Yeah.
Okay, so, friend, look at us agreeing on something.
I know. I'm quite surprised. Okay, so.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have to go first on this one.
Oh, sugar. No, I haven't got an answer for this. I've got... No, I would... No, I have to go first, don't I?
That's right.
Favourite Eurovision non-qualifier? Oh, man. I had 13 songs. I properly did a deep dive today.
I was going to say, can we do like 5 to 10?
Right. So the 13 songs that I had...
Yeah, just run through them.
Was Rebecca Dramelji, Ragnar Zame, 2008.
Oh, yeah, good one.
Number 2, Feminine, Lako, Yezve.
Look, good list so far.
Thank you very much. Number 3, Dana International, Ding Dong, Say No. Okay. No, we've stopped there. Okay. Number 4, Slovenia, Eva Bota. Vision.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm obsessed with that song. Number 5, Valentina Mineta, Chrysalid.
Okay. Yeah.
It's San Marino, right? Israel, number 6, Moran Mazar, Rak Bishivikolo. Freaking love that song. Number 7, Susie. Number 8, Czech Republic, Marta and Vaclav, Hope Never Dies. Absolutely obsessed with that song. Number 9, Serhat, I Didn't Know. I'm going to be honest with you. Frickin' love that song. Number 10, Calliope, Donna. Donna, 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 no, I know it. Number 11, Estonia, Coet and Laura, Verona, Lost in Verona.
Sure, of course.
Number 12, I Crossed My Heart, the firewalls. Obviously wrong key. And number 13, IQ, Lost and Found. But I'm going to be honest with you, there were a few moments where my heart sunk when they didn't qualify. And that would be... Oh, sugar, Shane. Right, just go for it. No, you know the answer. In all seriousness, there are some quality songs with what I've just said. But the song... Because I had the T-shirt made because it was the first time. Because I'd moved into a studio in London and I couldn't host a Eurovision party. So we were going out into London to a Eurovision party that was actually awful. And I had a T-shirt made. It would be Estonia, Coet and Laura, Verona. Lost in Verona. That's my favourite non-qualifying song. Jordan. Okay.
Well, there is some overlap. I forgot about some of the ones you mentioned, but I won't mention them again. But I do have a list. So this might be the favorite overall, but it may also not be. In Too Deep, Tiana from 2017. Don't make that face. No Tiana slander will be had. Absolutely not. Another one, Lubavje Svuda, Serbia 2013. The 3.
Moya 3.
Yes! Oh my God, I love that song. That is rude. Okay.
Sarajevo gets an extra mention there.
Why?
Because she was in that band.
What?
Sarajevo was in Moya 3.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. How did you...
Hold on, I'm Googling this.
Google it.
Oh my God, who knew?
Well, you hopefully.
Wow, obviously not. Obviously not. Well, the more you know. Well, I'm glad it was on the list. Another one, Yes Them. Wait, yeah.
Poland.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, tragedy.
Magdalena.
Oh, still breaks my heart.
Oh my gosh, but hold on a minute. That song, legendary. All I will say is that was the year Dusseldorf, everyone was slagging off Dusseldorf in regards to the staging. Have you seen that performance? Did you see...
I've seen it many a time.
But did you see one of the backing vocalists fall and she yelps as she falls?
No.
Okay, well, you need to rewatch that.
What? Was it in the final or the semifinal? Oh, well, shit.
They didn't get to the final!
Oh, sorry. I need to watch... No, I've never seen that. And I've watched that performance like 20 times.
Okay, well, she falls. Can I just say, that song, amazing, should have qualified, but honestly, Dusseldorf did her a disservice. The staging was awful. And also, that was when I was doing...
The staging was great. I love the choreography.
But no, the choreography was amazing. And don't get me wrong, I have an issue with Dusseldorf in general.
Oh, like the stage itself?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Sorry. But that was a good one, by the way, because that was going to be in mine as well.
Good. Another one, you had Rock Bishvilo. Following up on that, Same Heart. Israel 20...
Across my heart.
No. Same Heart.
Oh,
Israel 2014.
Same Heart. Yeah, Israel, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, fantastic. Portugal 2015, I can't remember the song's name, but look it up if you aren't sure. And then one I've been listening to a lot, Utopian Land. With a rising horizon. I love that song. I've grooves to that song. I love that song.
If this comes out before episode 2 of Eurovision Tea, there's two things that happened there. Number one, me and Jordan went deep dive into Portugal's previous songs, to which I said I wasn't quite favourable of them, and Jordan was like, they've been rocking it year on year out.
Absolutely.
And second of all, we talked about Utopian Land, and I said, meh. And Jordan was like, this is my jam.
What?
I said that too. Well, this is... No, it's not so a surprise.
Right. But yeah, there are a lot more, obviously, but, you know, we hone it down as we can.
At the end of the day, Jordan, as Eurovision fans, we like all the songs, right?
Oh, exactly. And again, that's the point. We want to like all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we have no prejudices. Okay, so day 19. Okay, this is where it gets geographical, and this is where I had to properly Google, like, right kind of geographical areas.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Don't want to look crazy.
Don't. Yeah, I don't want to look crazy either. Day 19. Favorite Nordic 2022 entry. I'll go first. So I'm gonna stay true to my top 40 list and say Sweden. I'm a bit obsessed with that song. And you, Jordan?
But I was thinking Sweden too, but then I thought that's too easy. So I'm gonna go with Norway because it's so fun. It's just such a fun time. Again, I'm recognizing the work that these two people have put in. Because if it was just a song and, you know, they never did anything else, they never made appearances, they didn't do social media, I wouldn't care. But it's the work that they put in to make it fun and exciting that I really appreciate. So, like, I look forward to seeing them come across the screen, whether it's a performance, whether it is the social media, whatever. Like, I look forward to seeing Subwoofer. And so I'll go with Norway for this one to do something different. Though Sweden, obviously, Sweden's probably higher in my top. But, like, as far as, like, everything surrounding the song, like, I don't know. This gets me amped up. I love them.
Yeah. I agree with what you said. Like, when I did my imaginary awards from my Madrid night on Saturday, I gave Norway 2 awards. The award for, like, the crowd loving it so much. Like, the crowd loved that song more than anyone else. Mm-hmm. But also, I was clocking the VIP area. I don't know why I'm looking up there. They're not there.
Right.
The VIP area where the other acts were kind of there, and they all came for to watch Subwoofer. And when I published that video, Subwoofer made a they're very good on YouTube. They comment on lots of videos, right? And
I love that.
They commented saying, "Thank you very much for my imaginary awards," and I was like, "You're welcome." You're welcome. Okay, so favourite Balkan 2022 entry. So I need to go first now, and I had to Google this. See, this is difficult. So if I look at kind of what counts as a Balkan entry, there's 2 countries. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I see. I'm torn between Serbia and Romania, but I'm gonna go with Romania because I've been digging Romania for the. And even though, as an artist, like, he's a big diva. And he is loving Eurovision 2022, and you could see that's not to diss him in any way, shape, or form, but like, he's living his fantasy. Exactly, good for him. But that song is my jam. So, like, whilst I love Constructor in Serbia, and it's a toss up between the 2, I'm gonna go with Romania. Jordan?
Okay, so I gave my favorite to Serbia. So this was another like big grower for me because originally I was just very disappointed that Sarajevo did not win, and I'm still disappointed. Like, she was still my winner.
Sarajevo from Moya 3.
That's right, Sarajevo from Moya 3 did not win. Oh my God! I'm surprised it took this long for me to find that out. Wow! Thank you so much, Shane. I feel
You're welcome.
So enlightened. But yeah, I'll give it to Serbia because, like I said, this is a big grower for me. Initially, I was really disappointed, and again, I'm still a little disappointed because Sarajevo from Moya 3 was my winner. But after hearing about what the song is about, I've grown to appreciate it because I think a lot of why I didn't appreciate it at first was like, I don't know what this is about. Like, I don't get it. And the staging, it gives clues, but it doesn't like fully tell the story. It just doesn't. So
what is the song about?
No. It's about Serbian artists not having access to is it state-funded healthcare?
Yeah.
Okay.
But have you not found, like, Serbians go deeper? They're like, oh, it's more about blah 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 blah.
Yes, but I can't encapsulate every argument. Yeah. I just got to give you the general. Got to give you the general.
Encapsulate is a good word.
Yeah, I love a good word. So yeah, I would give it to Serbia because not only because of the meaning, but actually the more I listen to it, the song itself is super catchy as well. And so when it comes on, that really strong beat that it has, it'll get me going. So yeah, I've grown to really like Serbia. It probably would have been something else if someone else's vocal was a little stronger, but it's not, and I have to move on.
There is something about that beat that is completely infectious.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. We hope you had a great time on episode 2, and we definitely have more to come in episode 3 of the Eurovision 2022 30-Day Challenge with Jordan and Shane.
So that was days 11 to 20. If you haven't checked out episode 1 already, the link should be on this video. And stay tuned for episode 3, which will be coming very, very shortly. Stay safe.